Hi everyone, it's Denise and Ethan here from Red Toys Reviewed. Today we're having a look at Play-Doh and we're having a look at the Magical Design Palace. This palace also comes with the Princess Aurora, and she was the princess from Sleeping Beauty. Wow, it just looks like such a cool palace. There's Play-Doh, 4 tubs of Play-Doh it looks like. We can see Aurora on top of the castle there. Oh, can't wait to open this box. Oh, this is looking exciting. Look at these things in here. Oh, so all of this came out of the box. There's some interesting looking things here. Firstly, we have this piece here. That's got molds in it. It looks like 3 little fairies. We have these 2. Oh, I see what this is. Look. We push Princess Aurora onto there. We have her in a ball gown. We have some parts of the palace. There's another part. We have the palace floor, also with molds, so we can decorate. I have this bag over here. That must go onto the palace somehow. Oh, that looks like another skirt for Princess Aurora. We have the top of one of the castles, I think. Oh, there's 2 there. Yeah, there's 2 there. And they've got different patterns on them. Can you see? 2 of those. And, oh, looks interesting. It looks very interesting. I wonder what that's all about. And then we have our tubs of Play-Doh. We have a sparkle blue Play-Doh. And we have a sparkly pink Play-Doh. And we have ordinary pink. And yellow. We've also got an instruction sheet that tells us how to build our palace. Whew, there we go. We've built our wonderful palace for Aurora. It's a really interesting palace. Look at this. So I'm not too sure how all that works. We'll have to figure that out. Up on the pink walls of the palace, there are different sorts of molds. So we'll be able to decorate and make it look really cool. And then if we turn the palace around, over here we have a bird and a heart, a basket of flowers. And over here, can you see the spinning wheel mold? that's what made Aurora fall asleep when she pricked her finger. Here we have a bow for her hair or for the side of her skirt. If we look here, there are more moles on the floor. It's a little staircase. And there are shells and flowers and all sorts of lovely things on the floor. So we're going to start playing with our Play-Doh and we're going to have a look at how to make Aurora's gown. Now what we have to do is we've put this one on her. Do you remember? We opened her up like that. And the gowns you just push her body down onto the gowns. And there we are. So I think because she's got pink on, we might put yellow. So we've got our yellow Play-Doh here. Let's get some of it out. What we do is we put this into Aurora's dress like this. Can you see it in there? We pushed it all in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the castle in. I'm going to put Aurora on top of this castle, but she has to click in. And the bridge that moved up and down, we're going to push it down. Now watch her skirt when I push it down. Look at that. Can you see the yellow Play-Doh coming out? That's so cool. And we just push it down like that. And there we've got the start of making her a new, different ball gown. I think on this ball gown I might like to have a pink bow or two on these yellow pieces. So I'm going to open up my pink Play-Doh. I'm going to go around to the back of the palace where I saw that beautiful bow shape. There it is, right there. And I am going to push the Play-Doh in with my thumb till I can feel the edges of the shape. Pull it out really, really carefully. Oh, so the edges are coming away that we don't need anymore. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my leftover Play-Doh and pull the bow out with it. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? So I'm going to take all the extra Play-Doh off that we don't need. And just tidy it up a bit, make it look pretty. Let's turn Aurora around. I'm going to put the first bow there. What do you think about that? I think she's going to look beautiful. So we need to make one more bow. One. We need to put one on that piece of her skirt. Two. Now we need to put one on that piece of her skirt. That's 3 bows we need to make. So we've got more purple. So we're just going to squish it in using my thumb. See if we can get this one out. There it is. We're just going to tidy this bow up as well. Take off all the extra Play-Doh that we don't need. I think she is looking gorgeous, don't you? So there we have Aurora and her beautiful dress. Let's get her off here. So this is a little bit tricky because you've got to pull back the clip and just get her out of there very gently. There we go. Let's have a look at her. I think her dress is spectacular. Don't you? I'd love to have a dress like that myself. Now look what we're going to do. We're going to very carefully take her top off. So there we have her. I'll leave her skirt over here. So if she decides to wear that one, she can. Or I think we should try and have a look and see what this one does. What do you think? There's a very interesting pattern on it. So we're going to put her body onto it like that. And I think maybe we should use some pink Play-Doh for this one. What do you think? I've just been using it for the bows. It was a really, really pretty colour. So push it up her skirt like that. You can already see it's starting to come out. Right, so let's put the Aurora onto the bridge. But remember to clip her in. You need to hear that. And I'm going to push the bridge down. Are you ready? Watch your skirt now. Let's take her off and have a look. Pull the clip back carefully. Slide her out of there. Oh! Look at her dress. That's very pretty. It's got frills. Frills, lots and lots of frills. Isn't that wonderful? I do like that. Now, how should we decorate that, I wonder? Shall we just put that down there for a moment and see what would look pretty on Aurora's dress? Let's turn it around. There's so many things to choose from. I wonder if we should put little flowers. I think, oops, that's come out. I thinking we should put little flowers. What about that little flower there? See that? Should we try and do that? So I think we'll use yellow for those little flowers. It's probably best to take the bridge out when you're doing this sort of work, just so it's not in your way. I'm just going to press the yellow in there very carefully, pop it out. Oh, look what we've got. Look at that gorgeous flower. I'm just going to peel it out of the Play-Doh that we don't need. There we go. Tidy it up a little bit. Look at that. I think that's gorgeous. And let's put it onto Aurora's topmost frill, I think. Just so it looks beautiful. Look at that. She's just looking so pretty. Right, let's make another one. And some more dough. Excuse me, Princess Aurora. Here we go with our next one. What do you think about that? I think she looks fantastic. Right, next we're going to have a look at making the fairies. So the fairy molds are here on the bridge. And I think because they're fairies, I think they should have sparkly Play-Doh. What do you think? So I'm going to use the blue sparkly Play-Doh first. Look at that. I'm just going to try and squish it out so you can see the sparkles. Can you see those sparkles? That looks very magical, I think. And let's just make the mould of the first fairy. Oh, look at that. Can you see her? Pop her out of there very gently, especially around her wand. I'm just going to use my nail to break the Play-Doh away. There she is. So it was one of the good fairies that helped Aurora. Good. Let's put her there. And then maybe we'll use the pink sparkly dough for the middle fairy. You see those sparkles? We can, there's lots of them in there. Look at that. Oh, there she is. Look at that. And we're just going to tidy her up. Look at that. There's fairy number 2. And what a pity I don't have any pink, I don't have any yellow sparkly Play-Doh, but that's okay. Let's make this one yellow. There we go. And there's our last fairy. Oh, she actually worked out the best. Look at that. Careful of her pointy hat. We know the story of Sleeping Beauty, and we know that the fairies were all called to a birthday party when Aurora was born, so that they could each give her a wish. And we know that the king and the queen forgot one fairy. She was horrible, and she was mean, and she put a curse onto Aurora and said that when she turned 16, she would prick her finger on a spinning wheel and she would fall fast asleep. But we're not worrying about that grumpy old fairy. What I wanted to show you is this is the birthday cake that they had for Aurora. And this is a candle maker. So I think we should have pink candles because she was a little girl. I think that's a good idea. And they're sparkly. So what you do is you put this in here, the same as her dress, you make sure it's clipped in. And once we've got it clipped in, we use the bridge in the same way that we use the bridge for Aurora's gown. The tower here, and I've pressed down onto the bridge, and I've made a birthday cake with some candles. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? This was very tricky to do though, and you might need Mum or Dad to help you. It was very, very tricky to make that candle. Right, and the last thing I think we're going to make today, kids, is we're going to make the spinning wheel. Because I think the spinning wheel was very important in the story of Sleeping Beauty, because it was the spinning wheel that pricked her finger and that made her fall asleep. I'm glad we don't have spinning wheels anymore. I reckon they'd be pretty ouchy. What do you think? So I'm going to use my thumb and I'm going to push it into the mould all around, make sure it all goes in, and pop it out. Oh, look at that. It's a great spinning wheel. I'm just going to... Oh, this is going to be really tricky. Let's just get the big bits off first. Look at that, isn't that a fabulous spinning wheel? That works so well. I'm so very happy with that. So there's our spinning wheel. I wonder if it'll stand up for me. Do you think so? Here we go. Look at that. Oh, yay, it's standing up. And then let's do it. We need a couple of bluebirds, don't we? Because of bluebirds that are always around the princesses. See that? There he is, flying away to get help for his friend, the princess. Go. Just going to turn the castle around them. There we go. Thank you so much for helping me to make Aurora's beautiful gowns today. She's got 2 to choose from. What a lucky girl. For helping me make her birthday cake. You can see the 3 fairies are on the bridge waving goodbye. And the spinning wheel over there. That horrible spinning wheel that hurt her and put her to sleep for a bit till the prince came and found her. You've been watching Denise and Ethan at Red Toys Review. Please subscribe. See you again soon. Bye.